Pretty nice day today. I think tomorrow's going to be warmer. I don't know if it's going to be nicer. Depends who you ask. It may be too hot for some people, and I'm not going to like the fact that it's going to be very windy throughout the day on Sunday. Winds are going to be really howling. We can get gusts between 30 to 40 miles per hour, so make it a little bit rougher if you have any outdoor plans. But I imagine we're going to see still a lot of people taking advantage of the 80-degree day we're going to have tomorrow and get out on the lake. And I mean, why not? I think tomorrow's going to be probably the warmest day that we've experienced so far in 2025. This is what we experienced today. High temperature in Springfield, 44 degrees. That's not right. 44 degrees in West Plains, 43 degrees in Rolla. The National Weather Service in Springfield, they said their observation station kind of went out at about 5 a.m. and that was the temperature about 5 a.m. They're going to correct that to a high of 72 here in Springfield. But you take the high we got today of 72 degrees and you add about 10 more. And I think that's what we're going to be facing for tomorrow. We get back into the 80s and then we start to lose that warmth by the time we get into the work week. But we have been quiet. We have been sunny. That pattern is going to continue as well for tomorrow. As we kind of have a high pressure system that's over into the Mississippi Delta that's kind of slinging all these clouds away. They're starting to creep in from the north and may have some few high clouds for Sunday, but that's all we're going to be having. And these clouds are going to try to roll back in for tonight. And temperatures for tonight decreasing out of the 60s. And they're going to land into kind of those middle 50s. Sunny skies for Sunday. I don't think the pattern gets active. I don't think we have to worry about rain chances until we get back into Wednesday night, Thursday morning. That's an opportunity to see some scattered showers. But once we get into next weekend, that's what I'm really focused on. We're going to see some widespread rain and good rain totals that will be returning back. But the pattern stays quiet for tomorrow. 85 degrees in Springfield. We have those fast gusty winds. They're going to be out of the southwest about 15 to 25 miles per hour. And then we can get those gusts, those kind of bursts of winds that can push 30 to 40 miles per hour. Look at Fayetteville, 87. They're going to try to reach kind of closer to that 90-degree mark. I don't think they'll manage to do it, but they may get close. These are going to be the fast winds that I've been talking about, and kind of pick your city wherever you're looking. It's going to be fast. Springfield forecasted at 38. Monette forecasted at 40, especially for that morning hour. I think that's when these winds are going to be fast. And then once we get into the evening, they'll start to lose some of that wind speed, and the winds will begin flipping out of the north by the time we get into Sunday night as a cold front's going to come in and push out all the warmth that we're going to experience for Sunday. So it's going to be a one-day warm-up before we get colder for Monday and Tuesday. Really, this kind of colder air mass is going to be just out of our reach. So I think we're going to get closer to that seasonal average on Monday and Tuesday before warmer temperatures will start to dominate the pattern back to finish off the work week. And it's also going to return with more opportunities of rainfall, especially once we get into Thursday. That's our chance of rain. And these impressive rain totals right now, the rain outlook is saying, hey, in the next 7 days, I think we can get about 1 inch of rain, if not more. Really, all of this is for Saturday and Sunday. That's when widespread rain and some decent totals will be returning back into the region. We're not going to rain for tomorrow. We're not going to rain for Monday. We're not going to rain for Tuesday. An opportunity to get some rain late on Wednesday, opportunity to get some rain early on Thursday, but it's definitely Saturday that we're going to see that rainfall start to return back into the region. Take a peek at the 7-day forecast. Not bad. Sunday is the warmest day that I have up there, but Friday is another day where I think, hey, we could hit that 80-degree mark. No day up there seems cold, and definitely no concern about any freezing temperatures. I know that's a big thing this time of year. Some people haven't been doing their planting yet. Staying pretty warm for this week with more rain that's going to be arriving for next week.
Yeah, even those lows don't look too bad. I like a couple of 80s in there, a little bit of showers.
If you want to do some gardening, I think this is going to be a good week for that. I know a lot of people, they're kind of their magic date is April 15th. Once they get past April 15th, they're like, all right, safe enough to start getting some plants into the ground. I think you could start this week. I'm
gonna try to keep some flowers alive. We're gonna see.
What's your goal? 1 week, 1 month, 1 year?
2 months. 2 months. Maybe the summer.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't have.
I got a little aloe plant, and that's pretty easy to keep alive. You just give it some water every once in a while. You don't put it next to the window, and it's good.
Yeah, and I killed a cactus before, so I'm gonna try my best.
That's where the bar is.
Yes, that's only up from here.
Yeah.
Only up from here. Thanks, Matt.